Hello, mic check.
Hello, 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 hello.
मेरे को ना थोड़ा सा माइक चेक. हाँ.
Hello, hello. Hello,
Mic
hello.
check. क्या? Announcement जाना तुझे? करना तुझे announce? हाँ, so if individual concern then we edit it. मैं भी वही सोच A very good morning to one and all present on this much awaited occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The proceedings are about to commence. A couple of quick instructions before the convocation procession arrives here. Kindly rise when the convocation procession arrives the auditorium. You are requested not to leave your seats during the convocation ceremony. Please switch off your cell phone and do not stand up to take pictures during the event. The official photographer will be clicking all the photographs. For receiving your diplomas, kindly get on the dais from your right and off the dais from your left. Thank you.
Everyone is requested to please rise. The procession has arrived. Good morning, everyone. Esteemed members of the governing body of SIES School of Business Studies, revered dignitaries, distinguished faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, our brilliant graduating class. I, Kavya Salyan, along with my colleague,
Abhishek Mishra,
have the privilege of hosting today's very special event. It is our immense pleasure to welcome you to the 26th convocation ceremony of SIES School of Business Studies. Today, we gather not just to conclude a chapter, but to celebrate the inspiring culmination of years of relentless effort, passion, and sacrifice. What we celebrate today is not the closing of a chapter, but the opening of an entire book waiting to be written.
To commence the proceedings on this auspicious occasion, we request the dignitaries to light the traditional lamp and invoke the blessings of the Almighty. I request the students of Ved Pathshala to render the prayer. May we request everyone to please stand up for the prayer. Ushers are requested to assist the dignitaries.
ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धेनामवित्र्यवतु। श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। वेदमनोचाचार्योन् देवासिनमनुशास्ति। सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः। आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सीः। सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्येन्न प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि। यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि। हरिः ॐ।
Thank you for the soulful invocation, which has set a serene tone for the day. We now request our dignitaries to join us on the dais. Ushers are requested to escort the dignitaries. We are privileged to have with us today Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan Sir, Honorary Treasurer and Managing Council Member, South Indian Education Society. From leading multinational operations to shaping India's quality movement and decades of impactful mentorship, he is a powerhouse of knowledge and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan Sir. May we now request Sir to deliver the opening address.
Good morning. आवाज नहीं है. I think my voice is good. So, congratulations. Congratulations to all the parents who ensured that you complete the course, to the faculty who passed you, and yourself. कुछ आवाज ही नहीं है कुछ. Yes or no? So let's give a big clap to all of you. So when I look at biotech, pharma, life science, for me it's something, everything looks same. It's like sometimes we engineers feel all engineerings are engineering, right? It's like that. So having said that, you are into pharma management, I assume. And once you are in management, what does the industry want from you? Any one answer? No answer. Industry wants you to be a leader, right? They want you to be an entrepreneur inside their, of course, inside their organization. I want each one of you to think that you are going to build up your career, your organization, more important, your family, of course, the nation. India is going through a very dramatic change in pharma management. I suppose 14th in value, 3rd in volume, 50% in vaccination. बोलने में easy है, बात करने में मजा आता है, but let's look at you. Are you ready for that? Some of you are already there for the last 3 months. The industry is looking at you. For you, every day is a bonus. Mind you, they are keeping you the next day. So if you do not justify yourself, remember, they will say bye-bye. Yeah. HR man is here, he will tell you. I was also HR head once upon a time of 2,000 people. I know what I'm talking. And I probably recruited quite a lot of people and sacked a lot of people also. Very disgusting at that time. So remember, every day you need to justify your value. So value addition is the key for you, right? Great. So the impact you are going to make on healthcare is important. We want India to be successful. We want India to be a global leader. So whatever little contribution you are going to have to your organization, to your family, to your nation is going to build up what we call this as India. So global opportunities are plenty. Every day they will need people like you immediately in their organization abroad. But today, I assume India is much better place than many other places where you have to beg for a visa. It starts from begging for a visa. You don't know at the end of the day you will be in the jail or back at home. These are facts of life. So when I started saying, can you be an entrepreneur? You are an entrepreneur in your organization because you are going to show value addition, you are going to show add turnover. More important, entrepreneur you can be because the opportunities are plenty for you. You are the young India who we are looking at to build up this country. More important, yourself. What are the challenges? Innovation, creativity, marketing, these are all going to be challenges. The jargons are plenty, but there's nothing to be afraid of. At the end of the day, bhai aaj kitna paisa aaya, that's all matters to anybody, right? So, what other things are equally important? Ethics, compliances, honesty, most important. By lying, you don't gain anything. It's better to be open with your bosses, the organization. US is going to be a lifelong learning. It's surprising to see a disease called COVID. I don't know what you call that disease. But the experience were plenty. Suddenly, overnight, somebody shooted to be the top leader on vaccination. There are other things matter. Alumni. I'm a SIS product. For the last 65 years, I'm enjoying SIS company. There's no end to the growing up, they say, so it applies to me also. Apart from alumni, social media, so the networking plays a very important role. Like some of the HR guys will tell you, we passed out from Bajaj, all of us are HR, and they all network to get the best out of the market. Giving back to the society, you may call it as giving back to society, you may call it as NGO, you may call it as my contribution, you will call it as contribution to the society, is important. More so, giving back to the parents is more important. Don't take parents for granted. Very important to each one of you. Please build up the family. If you are not able to build up the family, remember, you are not going to be capable of building an organization. So, build up yourself, the family, the organization, the state, and the country. There will be a lot of shocks. I think you are quite enough now, 3 months, 4 months. The first day, you would have found you don't even have a table, you don't have a computer, you don't have a mobile, you don't have AC. Some of you have. But these are something, time will take you through that. The time will take you also into a better employment, a better job, or a better new products you will develop. So these shocks you will also go through in terms of, somebody saying, Mala Marathi Etnai, I don't understand this stupid language from South, and so on. And you will also go into the gossipism, I don't know, whatever you call that. Why now? Oh, pakka UP ka hai yaar. The fellow Gujarati, Modi ka statements aa raha hai. These sort of funny remarks are not going to help you. Remember one thing, you are going to value add, you are going to justify every day, you are going to justify yourself, your family, more important. For you, the importance is bringing back Moola back to your house. Don't waste your time in those sort of people or groups. Wish you all the best. Take care, and all the best to you. Right?
Thank you, sir. That was a truly warm, encouraging, and grounding address, deeply rooted in the values of our esteemed society. Your emphasis on institutional foundation reminds us of the wisdom of Lao Tzu. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
We now turn to a distinguished leader who champions the spirit of excellence within our halls, whose strategic vision propels this institution forward. It is our privilege to invite Professor Dr. Deepa Dikshit Ma'am, Director, SIES-SBS, to present the welcome address.
Good morning, everybody. Fantastic to see all of you so fresh and looking forward to what is going to unfold during the day. Respected Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Rohit Srivastava, sir. Our guest of honor, Mr. Vivek Kamath, sir. Honorable Treasurer of SIES, Dr. S. Vishwanathan, sir. Our Dean Academics, Dr. Nitin Vazirani, sir, who was your leading faculty and director when you graduated or you were completing your program. Our corporate guests in the audience, Mr. N. Srinivasan from Fortis, Mr. Upendra Bhatmule from Medley. Chairpersons, Dr. Chitra Ramanan and Dr. Swati Chekkar, ma'am, our senior faculty of the PGDM Pharmaceutical and Biotechnology program, Dr. Shruti Mida and Professor Jarna Lula, ma'am, fellow faculty members, staff, my dear students of the 23-25 batch and their parents, welcome, welcome, welcome to SIES School of Business Studies. On this occasion of the convocation of the batch of the 23-25 PGDM Pharmaceutical and Biotechnology program, it is indeed, a special feeling. This perhaps must have been a similar feeling without the robes day one on campus 2 years back. And when Sir mentioned about COVID, You were the first batch which had a full 2-year stint on campus in 23, out of home, back into the real world where you could breathe freely and feel the sunshine, not through vitamin D injections, but through this real sunlight. So you are a special batch because you again brought back life into the campus. On that day one on campus, you had the same excitement. I'm sure it was the same room where you made the first beginning of your induction program. And today, when you're being convocated, you're back into the same room. So life does come a full circle. But I think what changes between then and now is the experiences that you have gathered, the wisdom that you have gathered, the courage that you have gathered, and most importantly, the gratitude that you would have possibly learnt on this campus. Gratitude for your parents for having stood by you during these 2 years, to your faculty who have relentlessly believed in your capabilities, sometimes even more than you did. And today is therefore a day when you also reminisce about the 2 years that you spent over here and get prepared for the life journey ahead. In the last few minutes, we had the honor of meeting all the dignitaries we have on stage and off stage today. Their life experiences, their wisdom, their accomplishments are so rich that I'm sure what they speak today is going to serve you, in a positive way, a steroid to what your life can be in the future. So it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you back home, and immense joy to have such wise dignitaries with us today to share this moment, which is going to be something that you will cherish for a long time to come. Thank you, parents, for having made it today, and welcome to the campus where your children spend those 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was truly motivating and deeply insightful address. Your vision reminds us the best way to predict the future is to create it. We also have with us on the dais Dr. Nitin Vazirani sir, Dean Academics and HR. We request the audience to give a round of applause to Mr. Nitin Vazirani sir. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us today luminaries from industry and the academia who are an inspiration for all generations. Please join us in welcoming our chief guest for today, a true nation builder, an award-winning innovator, mentor to entrepreneurs, and the mind behind life-saving technologies impacting millions. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming Professor Dr. Rohit Srivastava sir. He is the professor in charge of Medical Technology, Research and Innovation Center and the Himanshu Patel Chair Professor in the Department of Biosciences and Bioengineering at IIT Bombay. Can we have another big round of applause for our esteemed guest? May we now request our director, Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am, Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan sir, and Dr. Nitin Vazirani sir to felicitate our chief guest. Thank you all.
we have the esteemed privilege and pride to have with us today a visionary leader who has shaped the healthcare landscape across India and Asia for over 3 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Vivek V. Kamath, sir, CEO, Plasmagen Bioscience Private Limited. May we request our director, ma'am, Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan, sir, and Dr. Nitin Vazirani, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, we move on to one of the most awaited part of our ceremony, the Corporate Awards, instituted by leading corporate organizations to honor the outstanding performers who have truly set benchmarks of academic excellence. Let us begin with the first corporate award of our convocation ceremony, the Medley Award, for securing first position in PGDM Pharmaceutical Management and Biotechnology. The award is a pure 10-gram gold medal and a certificate. To present the award, we have with us Shri Upendra Bhattmule, Associate Vice President HR, Medley Pharmaceuticals. We request Dr. Chitra Ramanan ma'am, Chairperson PGDM Pharmaceutical Management, to accompany sir on stage. We also request Dr. Srivastava sir and Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am to join us for presenting the award. And the award goes to Dr. Pooja Verma from PGDM Biotechnology, batch 2325. We would also like to request her parents to join us on stage.
I think just like the prices of gold are appreciating, she will also continue to grow in her life.
Thank you, everyone. We would also like to take this opportunity to present a token of our gratitude to Shri Upendra Bhattmule sir. May we request Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am, Dr. Srivastava sir, and Dr. Chitra Ramanan ma'am to present the token of our gratitude. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Moving ahead, to recognize the exceptional analytical rigor in industry strategy, we are proud to present today the prestigious Forbes Award for Excellence in Pharmaceutical Market Research. To give away this award, we have with us today Mr. N. Srinivasan Sir, a senior pharmaceutical industry leader with rich industry experiences. He has previously served as head oncology and biotechnology at Schering Plough, USA, and Fulford, India, marketing director at JB Chemicals, and CEO of Bharat Serums and Vaccine. With a strong track record in strategy, commercial leadership, and biopharma growth, he is currently the corporate advisor and independent director at Foods India Laboratories. May we request Dr. Swati Chekar ma'am, Chairperson, Biotechnology, to accompany Mr. N. Srinivasan sir to the dais. May we also request Kamath sir and Dr. Nitin Vazirani sir to join for presenting the award. As this year, the award is jointly shared by 2 students for both first position as well as for the second position. The first position is a cash prize of rupees 10,000 each and a certificate, and for the second position there is a cash prize of rupees 5,000 each and a certificate. The first position goes to Ms. Pranita Monkar from PGDM Biotechnology. May we request her parents to join her on the dais? The joint winner for the first position is Ms. Pranjal Shirke from PGDM Biotechnology. May we request her parents to join her on the dais. May we also request Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan sir to also join for presenting the award. The second position is conferred to Ms. Kajal Thakur from PGDM Pharmaceutical Management. We request her parents to join her on the dais. The joint winner for the second position goes to Ms. Shruti Rajan from PGDM Biotechnology. We request her parents to join her on the dais. We would also like to take this opportunity to present a token of our gratitude to Mr. N. Srinivasan sir. May we request the dignitaries to present a token of gratitude to Srinivasan sir. Can we have a big round of applause? Thank you all.
Moving on to our next award, the AEC Award, sponsored by Aquatherm Engineering Consultants, a Chennai-based multidiscipline engineering consultancy offering services like engineering, project management, and technology solutions for power plants, renewable energy, and process industries. The award is a cash prize of Rs 25,000 for first rank in marketing specialization in PGDM Pharmaceutical Management. We would like to request our director, Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am, our chief guest, Dr. Rohit Srivastava sir, and our guest of honor, Mr. Vivek V. Kamath sir, to present this award. And the award goes to Ms. Kajal Thakur of PGDM Pharmaceutical Management. We would also like to request her parents to accompany her on stage.
I want to specially thank Dr. Chitra Ramnan for making this award possible for the student.
As it is rightly said, wisdom shared is light multiplied. Occasions like today are one of those rare moments when we have the privilege of hearing from minds whose expertise is seldom gathered under one roof. With much anticipation, we now introduce you to a leader, Mr. Vivek V. Kamath sir, the esteemed CEO, Plasmagen Bioscience Private Limited. Sir is a master strategist in a complex world of healthcare, holding the foundational expertise of microbiologist and strategic precision of master in management. His executive journey is unparalleled, that has occupied commanding roles of managing director, General Manager at pharmaceutical behemoths including Pfizer, Novartis, Roche, MSD, Abbott. Crucially, his influence extends far beyond the boardroom, and he is respected policy contributor, lending his expertise to critical bodies such as CII and IPA. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is here today as a living example of how profound experience and ethical leadership can lead to a massive industry transformation. May we now call upon Mr. Kamath sir to deliver keynote address.
That felt so good. That really felt so good. Thank you so much. You know, I thought we had some more time. You knew not to have stopped. So, yeah. Wish you all a very good morning. Thanks. A big expression of gratitude to the institute, the management, esteemed panelists who are sitting here, and you'll realize that. There is Dr. Dikshit, there is Dr. Srivastava, there is Dr. Vishwanathan, there is Dr. Wazirani, and one who is not a doctor. So that's how esteemed I am, sir. That's inspiration. No. You bet. So, you know, at the outset, a big thanks to everybody for having me here. Being present in an educational institution is always intimidating. You know, it doesn't matter what's your age, what you have done, but you come to an institution. From the word go, from the security, you know, I was looking for my iCard, you know, because the security never lets you in without an iCard. मैं बोला नहीं नहीं आज I'll be let in without an iCard. You know, I thought at least I should have an invitation, you know, if I've taken a print. And then, you know, Professor Wazirani, see, Dr. Vishwanathan rarely smiles, huh? If you have noticed, I mean, one look at him and you go so super scared. You know, Dr. Dikshit, she looks every bit the headmistress. You know, in every bit she looks at headmistress. So, you know, this is such an intimidating, the dress, all of you, it's so intimidating. So, but jokes apart, I always respect an educational institution a lot. Educational institutions are seen as centers of learning. I think they are much more beyond that. They are centers of transformation. For me, an educational institution is like a prism. You know, white light comes in and a rainbow comes out of it. And the rainbow is in each one of you. Each one of you are different individuals when you entered this institute. But thanks to the selfless inputs given by your faculty, you know, just imagine, look at this from the faculty's perspective. For years, year after year, they put their blood and sweat. They share their wisdom and experiences and knowledge with students like each one of you and create citizens for this nation and the world. Such a selfless act. Your parents, they want you to live the dreams that they dreamt of. You know, and Professor Vishwanathan, Dr. Vishwanathan covered all these points, and I'm just trying to paraphrase these points in a different manner. You know, that's one bit. The second bit is learning. An educational institution is a micro ecosystem of the entire world. You have exams here. You thought this convocation is the end of the world. No, it's the beginning of the world. You will have an exam every minute, every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year for the next whatever years of life that you want to spend. And those exams will be more difficult. And there will be no faculty to handhold you. It's going to be an examination and a convocation every day of your life. Okay. The other bit is learning. The learning might not come from the faculty, but just like the educational institution where you learned from fellow students as well, you'll need to learn from others. And I think the biggest learning will come from within. And here I want to make today my first point. I think of all the things that you would have learned in the 2 years here, is developing learning agility. And my request is that do not let go of this learning agility for the rest of your life. It is so very important because it is this learning agility which will let you evolve. If you don't evolve, you will become extinct. It's only when you evolve that even after 3 decades from now, you'll stay relevant. You know, when I see you, I'm reminded of a movie. How many of you are movie buffs? Okay, I know you're scared. Movie dekhta tha ki padhai karta tha? You know, movie dekhta tha? Nahin. So, you know, for me, movies have been an inspiration throughout my life. You know, I learned so much from movies. There was a movie called Kayamat Se Kayamat Tak. Do you remember? Not of your generation. It's of my generation, okay? If you remember, there is a saying there. Papa kehte hain. Okay? And, you know, beta hamara, now it's beta in beti, by the way. You know, beta hamara bada kaam karega or whatever. Koi na jane. You know, I forget the lyrics. What is it, sorry? Meri manzil hai kahan. You are at the cusp of a similar situation today. You are entering a world of opportunities. And therefore, please hold on to your learning agility. You know, when I started my career 35 years back, I didn't have mobile phones. In fact, to communicate to my parents, wherever I am, I used to write something called an inland letter. It used to take 5 days to reach them. If they are prompt, it will take another 5 days for their communication to reach me. Phone was Saturday night after 10:30 STD. Why 10:30? Because till 8:30 was full rate, 8:30 onwards was half rate, 10:30 onwards was quarter rate. You know, life was very different. It's not like this. Right now, while listening to me, many people would have WhatsApped a couple of friends, and if there are 2 blue ticks, they have not responded, your blood pressure is going up. Life was very different. We didn't have what is known as smart devices. We only had smart human beings. We didn't have Google. We had Competition Success Review and Malayalam Manorama. And second-hand library books. Knowledge was a differentiator. Today, knowledge is not a differentiator, application is a differentiator. Now, why am I giving all these examples? This is just to show that the world has changed from the time I was sitting there and me standing here. The world has completely changed. Similarly, dear students, one day, one of you is going to stand here. And by the time you traverse this journey, don't expect the world to remain the same. Therefore, if you don't evolve and you don't become future ready, you will be extinct. So I think the most important thing in life is to be future ready. And how do you be future ready? You can't predict the future, right? None of us can predict the future. If somebody had told me that there is a phone which has no buttons and you can see the person who you can speak with, you wouldn't have even imagined. But today we do it. You don't know what's going to happen in another couple of decades from now. So I think first and the most important point is learning agility. I just cannot overemphasize more than this. Learning agility is very, 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 very important. That's number one. Number two, and today, you know, it's a keynote address, but I'll only share my experiences. Because if I look at my own career journey, I'm a BSc microbiology and an MBA just like you. Started my career 35 years back in 1990. Over the last 35 years, I worked in India, South Asia, Southeast Asia. I worked completely in healthcare, prescription, OTC, diagnostics, sales, marketing, P&L management, different roles. I worked with private equity funds. Right now, I work in a mid-sized organization backed by PE. Before that, for 5 years, I was with a 700 million affiliate of Abbott. 3,000-4,000 people. 4 stints as a managing director, 2 stints as regional. You know, I can also claim that I've been to Pakistan a dozen times and come back safely. You know, people ask me why you went to Pakistan. I say to sell drugs. You know, but I've genuinely been there. Now, why am I putting all this on the table? Because if I look back over these 35 years, the only thing I see is experiential learning. That's why, friends and colleagues, again and again and again, I reiterate, your learning and experiential learning is extremely important. What you have learned here in the 2 years is a nutshell of what's going to happen out there. Here you have the faculty, you had the parents, you had fellow students. But I think the most important is your own willingness to learn. Your learning in life is directly proportional to your willingness to learn, your openness to learn. Two individuals undergoing the same ecosystem will have two different learning routes. Why? Because one is more willing to learn, one is less willing to learn. So when you go out in the world, be willing to learn every day, every moment. You know, there is a saying that when the student is ready, the teacher arrives, which fundamentally means that your willingness or readiness to learn is what increases your learning. That's number one. Number two, have a purpose in life. Have a point B. Today is your point A. What is your point B? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself 20 years from now? Have a point B. Have a dream. You can, you know, English is a nice language. It offers you multiple options to say the same thing. But you need to be very clear what is it that you want. You can call it a goal, aspiration, calling, point B, whatever. Mission, vision. But you need to visualize where you see yourself. A lot of super successful people sitting here are super successful because they had a very strong idea of what they want to do. Now you might end up succeeding, you might not end up succeeding. That's you know, subject to a lot of factors. But I think the very important thing is clarity of thought. What is your point B? Number two, have a plan. If you have an intent but no plan, as they say, a failure to plan is a plan for failure. Very simple. So have a plan. And not only a plan A, but have a plan B. Because we all live in what we call a VUCA world. Volatile, uncertain, you know, complex, ambiguous. And you don't know how the world is going to evolve. You know, today everybody says AI, AI, AI. I haven't met 3 people who can explain AI to me. But I know of 3 million people who talk AI. So it's very, very important to have a plan A and a plan B. The third thing, value time and put effort. There is only one magical pill for success, effort. You want to out-compete, out-effort. And that effort starts from the mind. You know, Sachin Tendulkar had read somewhere that he packs his bag the prior evening. Why? Because he says, my game starts then. When he packs the bag, from then onwards, he starts thinking. So when he goes to the match, he's already played 12 to 14 hours of the match. So it's very important you out-effort. Effort, 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 effort. There's nothing that beats hard work. And if you have clarity of purpose, and if you have a plan, and if you have a very strong desire to achieve something, then you'll put effort. And then what happens? You'll not give excuses. I think Dr. Vishwanathan made some very important points. I wish you tape this and hear his address again and again and again. Dr. Vishwanathan, sorry. You know, don't get distracted. Don't make excuses. You will find a lot of excuses why to fail. You'll hardly find a reason why to succeed. The only reason is your desire. So have a point B, have a plan, have a strong desire, out effort, time. I have a very simple philosophy in life. Be 15 minutes early in life. Very simple. Be 15 minutes early. I have seen in Bombay many people coming and saying, then a traffic tha. Traffic 100 saal se hai Bombay mein. If you miss the bus, you miss the bus. Huh? We are a country of 1.4 billion people and limited opportunities, despite all the growth that we are having. Be 15 minutes early in life. Dr. Vishwanathan spoke about values, very, very important. You know, we do something called KYC. Know your customer. Similarly, I have a request. Know your competencies. Know yourself. We are all not the same. We are all very different individuals. We are all good at something. We are all good at something. Life, the way these 2 years were a center of transformation or a center of discovery, you discovered what you are good at in these 2 years. Life is going to be a huge phase of discovery. Therefore, friends and colleagues, while you are discovering, you need to know what you are good at. Because 9 out of 10 times, if you pursue what you are good at, you are more likely to succeed, number one. Number two, if you have a desire and you are not, or if you have an objective and you are not good at something that's important to achieve that, then you better work on it. If I want to become a cricketer and I'm good at football, then either I become a footballer or I practice cricket. But for both, I need to understand myself. So KYC fundamentally means know your own competencies. The other thing, you had faculty here. Sometimes even to your dislike, they were strict and made you study. Mostly to your dislike, not sometimes. But in the outside world, 9 out of 10 times want you to fail. Huh? They don't want you to succeed. They either want you to deliver or fail so that somebody else can make, you can make space for somebody else. Therefore, one other request, be your own LCM. What is LCM in my lexicon? Be your own leader, be your own coach, be your own mentor. Do not expect, I have seen many people come to an organization and say, "Mera development nahi ho raha hai." That's your responsibility. Don't expect somebody else to, sometimes people come and say, "Vivek, do some development of mine." I say, go and learn swimming. If you jump into water, someday you will survive. You need to be your own leader, you need to be your own coach, you need to be your own mentor. And I'll tell you why. Right now, many of you are physically here, but maybe not mentally here. That's a human nature. What do I mean by that? I don't know you. You know yourself. Sometimes in professional world, you might portray yourself to be a certain human being and you might not be that human being. Therefore, if you want to grow, if you want to evolve, if you want to learn, it is important you start doing it first. You want to be a leader? Lead yourself first. I often tell people, before you lead a business or lead a team, are you a good leader to your own self? If before you coach others, can you coach yourself? Before you mentor others, can you mentor yourself? It's very, very important. So be your own leader, coach and mentor. Values, extremely important to have values. Be humble. Keep your head down. Life is a great leveler. Keep your head down. Dr. Vishwanathan mentioned respect parents. Respect every other human being. I have a very simple philosophy. Treat others the way you expect to be treated. Very simple. There's no great OB philosophy in this. Treat others the way you expect to be treated. Therefore, friends and colleagues, just to kind of sum up, learning agility is very important. Keep evolving till your last breath, whenever that is. And I hope and pray it's a long, long way away. Keep evolving, keep evolving, keep evolving. That's the only way you'll be future ready. Have a point B. And that point B will change from time to time, but please have a point B at any given point of time. Have a plan A and a plan B to meet that point B. Understand yourself. What are your competencies, strengths, weaknesses? Understand that. Be your own leader, coach and mentor. Sachin ji, photo liye na अच्छे? हाँ, बस. Thank you so much. Sideways मत लेना. हाँ. Okay. Build a network. Okay. Build a network. It's very, very, there is that Shah Rukh Khan's movie. आप किसी चीज को, हाँ, करेक्ट, ओके. क्यों? कायनात के पास और कुछ काम धंधा नहीं है? कायनात के पास इतना बड़ा लिस्ट है. कायनात आपके घर पे घंटी बजा के नहीं पूछने वाले, विवेक का मत आप क्या शिद्दत से चाहते हो. नहीं, आपको कायनात से करवाना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो ना कायनात करेगा ना आपका कुछ होगा. रिमेंबर दिस. सो इफ यू हैव, फर्स्टली शिद्दत से चाहो. शिद्दत से होएगा तो होएगा, नहीं होगा तो नहीं गए. ये मेरा शिद्दत है, ऐसा नहीं है. शिद्दत से मीन्स मैटर ऑफ लाइफ एंड डेथ. आई डाई इफ इट डजंट हैपन. That's how you need to know it, need it. And then Kainat is not going to do it for you. You have to make Kainat do it for you. And Kainat is your ecosystem. A network is extremely, 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 extremely important. In life, you learn not only from yourself, but learn from others, both what to do and what not to do. So your network is very, very important. Therefore, your point B, your strong desire, learning agility, plan A, plan B, respect time, have values, know your competencies, be your leader, coach and mentor. Okay. These are a few things that I have done. One thing I didn't do, and I'll also share with you, have fun. Okay, I took life a bit more seriously. Now sometimes people say, wow, you have grown professionally. Only I know what price I have paid for it. And it's a terrible price. I wouldn't want anybody else. Not only, and why have fun? For your health. Therefore, please take care of your health. You'll do well in life. The very fact that you are here wearing all these fancy dresses and in this brilliant auditorium means you've already achieved something. Yeah? You are maybe a fraction of the large population that India and the global world is. You'll do well. So while you compete and race, have time for yourself, have a hobby, take care of your health. In India, health of corporate professionals is going downhill for multiple reasons. I, at the age of 39, had 2 heart attacks. Because I was proud that I sleep for 2 to 3 hours. I am no longer proud of that. Because you have a huge impact on others. Therefore, friends and colleagues, very important. You are more productive if you are healthy. Trust me. And health is not only physical health. जाके कल से body मत बनाओ. बनाना तो बनाओ, but I'm just saying. Mental health is even more important. And I'll tell you why mental health is important. Because there is one word which once you step out from this institute will be tied to your neck till your last breath. And that's a very beautiful, how many letters? 5-lettered word called stress. वो एक किसी साबुन का एक ऐड आता है ना, दाग अच्छे होते हैं, वैसे जिंदगी में याद रखो, स्ट्रेस अच्छा होता है. As long as you're on top of it, as long as you know how to manage it. If you don't have stress, you will not reach peak performance. I said, know your limit. What is your limit? Today if I ask you, what is your limit? You'll think for 5 minutes and draw a blank. Once I was part of a small, gamification where we were shown pictures of small children, 1-year-old children, and we were asked, who are these people? We didn't know. And then it turned out each small kid was either some Nobel Prize winner or athlete, somebody was Sergey Bubka, somebody was somebody. And the fact was that when you are 1-year-old or 5-year-old or even when you are graduates of SIS, you might not know where you'll end up with 3 decades from now. For that, it's your own hunger to test your limit which will take you there. Therefore, push your limit in line with your desire. Push your limits, know your limits, and you will realize that you don't have limits. I'll also give you an example. Why today many of doctors and I'm not a doctor? Very simple. Can anybody tell why I'm not a doctor? जिंदगी में ज़्यादा कठिन सोचना नहीं. Because I didn't study enough in my 12th standard here. Very simple. If I had studied a little bit more in my 12th standard, I also maybe would have been a doctor. And that's a learning I've had my entire life. And why I didn't, in 12th standard I felt there are 2 kids in my class, Deva Pratima and Sri Ganesh, who used to come number 1 and number 2. I always felt number 1 and number 2 तो उन्हीं को आना है. So मेरे को क्या करना है? But come to the professional world, now I no longer think that number 1 या number 2 किसी और को आना है. अभी अगर मौका मिले तो number 1 या number 2 नहीं, number 2 नहीं, number 1 मुझे ही आना है. And in a class, when teacher was writing 8 sentences, I focused on the first sentence, then I looked out of the window, 10 minutes I was all over the place. Then somebody's pencil box fell, I came back to the class, I saw another half a sentence. Then I looked at somebody else and remember the fight I had 3 days back. Then I went to the next week, I roamed around, and by the time I came back, the last sentence was being written. Now, I do reviews from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and I do not miss a single alphabet or a single punctuation because I have a burning desire to win. I do not expect or accept second best from myself, forget others. That's very, 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 very important. A lot of these things are not textbook things. My experiences I wanted to share. Okay. But I will sign off with only one thing. Please take care of your health. Everything is fine, but your mental and your physical health is extremely important. And why I give that last 12th standard example, you know, a lot of people go to the gym. A lot of people do a lot of physical fitness. We have heard of bodybuilding. I would leave you with one thought, mind building. The future of everything that happens with us is in the form of an idea which we are yet to think of. Even your physical health is a manifestation of how you think. You might want to wake up at 4 o'clock, or you might want to snooze your alarm and sleep for 1 more hour. It's in your mind. It's not in your body. Therefore, a manifestation of your entire life going forward is in your... Everything that got discovered around us was an idea in somebody's mind. The iPhone, the iPad, this auditorium, this entire academic course was in somebody's mind. So just realize the power of the mind and focus on not only bodybuilding, but focus on mind building. And that's where I know I have significantly exceeded time, but I just thought I'll share a few of my learnings with you. Wish you all the very best. You know, when I look at you, I was not half as confident as you are. I was not half as intelligent that you are. I didn't have 1/10 the resources you have. I did not have such a brilliant institution that you have. I did not have an ecosystem of the internet or all this, Google that you folks have. So if I can traverse this journey with a handicap of being far, far, far behind each one of you, can you imagine what you folks can achieve? I will leave you folks with that hunger, that thought, that desire, and God bless you all. Wish you great health and success always. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing such insightful nectar of wisdom with us. We all will carry the learning, the importance of learning agility, the importance or the new perspective of KYC, that is know your competencies, LCM, that is to be your own leader, coach, mentor, and to outperform the importance of time. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing with us. Your message will resonate strongly with our students and participants.
Moving on, with great enthusiasm, we await the wisdom and profound insights of our chief guest, Dr. Rohit Srivastava sir, the professor in charge of the Medical Technology, Research and Innovation Center, and the Himanshu Patel Chair Professor in the Department of Biosciences and Bioengineering at IIT Bombay, a leading medical technology innovator and recipient of major national recognitions, including the Vaswik Award in 2013, DBT Product and Process Commercialization Award in 2015, OPPI Young Investigator Award 2014, the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize in 2021, and most recently, the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar Vigyan Shri 2024. This award was conferred by the Honorable President of India. With over 300 patents filed, 90 plus grants, his work spans affordable diagnostic devices such as SuCheck, UCheck, Nebiro, OSCI, digital stethoscopes, and remote ICU systems. He has co-founded 10 startups. 11, okay. He has co-founded 11 startups, mentored 25 plus student ventures, and continues to drive impactful innovation at the intersection of healthcare, technology, and accessibility. His exemplary journey stands as a source of inspiration for every graduating student present here today. May we now call upon Dr. Rohit Srivastava sir to deliver the convocation address and declare the convocation open.
Thank you very much.
Before sir shares or rather takes away all the thunder. I also want to share that when we were all sitting down and talking, he told us about the 11 startups. But the more beautiful part is going to be, with the help of our faculty, our students will get an opportunity to work in some of these startups and intern with the startups that he is mentoring.
Thank you very much, Dr. Deepa. Thank you, Swati, for the invite. And thank you to all the dignitaries sitting on the stage, off the stage. I won't take too much of your time. I know, you are eagerly awaiting your degrees, and I have seen such convocations at IIT Bombay, for several years. I've seen how impatient students get when the chief guest starts droning on and on and on. See, I just wanted to come here because I wanted to share some of the things I have been able to do. And I'm sure that will be useful to you, to your fellow students, and faculty friends here. And of course, it's a learning that has happened because I chose to come to IIT Bombay. I did not study in an IIT, which is the first step that I could not complete. So many of you, sitting here probably never studied in an IIT, right? And the same happened with me. So when I did not get to study in an IIT, I made that one decision in my life, and this is exactly what Mr. Kamath said. You have to set yourself a goal or a plan B. And the plan B was, if I could not get into an IIT as a student, can I get into IIT as something else sometime in the future? And that happened. So it took me at least 5, 7 years, 10 years before I could get as a faculty offer in not just IIT Bombay, but IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, whichever IITs were there, I got offers from all the places. Why did I choose Bombay? Now, Bombay, as you know, we all know it is the industrial hub, financial hub, and we kind of knew in those days that this is where one wants to be if you really want to do something different for the country. And I had made up my mind, I'll come back to India and I'll actually work for the country. I will not think of going back to the US. The US is where I had my PhD degree from. But when I came back, only one goal was there in my mind. How do I do something different than what professors do at IITs, at every other engineering colleges in India? They teach, of course. This is our primary responsibility. We have to guide students, again our primary responsibility. Proud to say, Swati was my first PhD student at IIT Bombay. So she took that risk with me, and I keep saying this to everybody because, when a new faculty joins, you have no experience of that faculty, you have nothing to bank yourself on that faculty, yet you take that risk of joining the faculty. Today I'm glad she did because I also learned a lot when I took my first student and of course the first few students who joined my lab. In the last 20 years I graduated about 55 PhD students. Again, it's a very, very big number coming from one lab that you find in IIT. But I think it was mentioned that we were able to file more than 300 patents. Now, this is the point that I want to make to all of you. You have to, and this is exactly what Mr. Kamath was saying, you have to first of all figure out what your strengths are, and then you have to stretch yourself. And this is exactly what I tell my students to do. The day they join my lab, I tell them I will not let you leave unless you have filed 5 to 10 patents out of the work that you do at your stay in IIT Bombay. Now, consider this a very, very difficult task because, publishing papers is nothing difficult. You can always publish a couple of manuscripts, 5, 6, depending on, what your work is. But filing 5 patents, that means you have to do 5 different pieces of work. You will not get a patent application in without them being novel, without them being different from what has already been done. And this is exactly what I want you to know. In your life, in your career forward, you have to think of how many different things you can do. If you can differentiate yourself from others, you will stand out. And this is exactly what happened. Our lab, just because we were able to differentiate ourselves, we were able to file patents, put products in market, and be able to show that we could take technologies from lab to bedside, we were given all the major awards in this country. And you will not believe it when I say this, but the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar I was the youngest in that group to get a Vigyan Shri. Vigyan Shri is considered equivalent to the Padma Shri in India now. And Vigyan Shri, when I was sitting there in that August gathering in Rashtrapati Bhavan, I was seeing all these people sitting besides me. Everybody was 65, 70 years of age. And this is where I say your experience has really mattered getting you there. Nobody was under 50 years of age. Even today I am under 50. Which means that I was sitting there on the shoulders of students like Swati, who had made the lab stand there amongst a place where you were being compared to the best in the country. And this is something that I say to everybody in this, wherever I go. This government, especially PM Modi ji's government, has made sure that they bring out the best in people. They actually make sure that they award only if you deserve it. And again, why I say this? Because this year when the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar was awarded, there is nobody they could find who could beat my record last year. So this year, they have not been able to give a Vigyan Shri in technology and innovation. Imagine that. Because in a country of 1.4 billion, in a country which has thousands of professors working, millions of students, and they still cannot find one person to beat the record we set last year. Why is that? Because of people like you. And I keep saying this, I am not here to talk about fancy things, I am talking about very simple things. Like Mr. Kamath said, focus on yourself, which is what I like you to do. I never ever make a time schedule for the lab. I've never done that. You come in at 9 a.m., you go out at 5 p.m. No. My lab works 24 hours a day, 3 shifts a day, and people come in and go out. We've had 70 students work in a lab in a 1,000 square feet setting. 1,000 square feet. Can you believe that? A small 1,000 square feet room having 70 people work, and they have been working over 3 shifts. Why? Because it is their passion. I want them to be able to take that one thread I give them and build a product out of it. And this is exactly what they have been able to do. So when I said about products, I meant one, my students have been able to make several products, put it into market. One big example being our own urine analyzer, which we put in 2013 in the Indian market, for which we got all these industry awards, the government awards. But that one urine analyzer was based on a mobile phone diagnostic technology, which you see today everywhere. Every hands you see a mobile phone, and you see some diagnostics happening with that mobile phone. We were the first in the country to put a mobile phone diagnostic in the hands of pathologists or path lab, small mobile vans. That led to many other products in the last sort of 15 years or so. We were the first people to be able to bring non-invasive hemoglobin monitoring to this country using conjunctiva of the eye. Many of you know that, right? Many parents sitting here, people sitting here, we used to go to a doctor, they used to pull down the conjunctiva and tell you are having anemia. That is exactly the technology we built on. So we were able to look at the pallor of the conjunctiva and give you your hemoglobin levels. Think of technology from deep science. There is science, right? Ayurveda has used lot of these things. Homeopathy has used lot of these things. Why cannot you combine all that with traditional science and make a technology out of it? And in the last 5 years or so, as was mentioned, now we've been able to set up about 11 startups which I have co-founded. One of them, 3 of them are now valued at more than 100 crores. One of them has started production in Navi Mumbai itself, and we've set up a 5,000 square feet GMP facility. It's a pharma product, and I'm really happy to say that it is students like you who've been able to take a product like this all the way from conception to market. So believe in yourself, because this is what you are here for, right? You've done all the hard work, and let me congratulate you on your hard work, because this is where you have now been able to guarantee that your hard work gives you this degree. But beyond this is exactly what Mr. Kamath said. This is where life opens up. You have challenges coming in every day. But unless you push yourself to the limit, unless you go much beyond than what is the limit prescribed for you. IIT Bombay has a limit of 8 PhD students per faculty. This is the limit across the country. I had 24. At some time, I had 30 students working with me. Now, nobody can imagine this because, people will say, but where do you get time to talk to these 24 students? Even if you spend 1 hour a day on these 24 students, your 24 hours are gone. I've never done that. I've let the students work themselves. Swati is here. You can talk to her. I had never got, a single sort of session that I had to talk to the PhD students. You give them a thread, they will make a product out of it. And that's exactly the way we need to train ourselves. The last thing I would want to talk to you about is entrepreneurship. You've joined a company, you're already working in a company, but please don't leave the thread of entrepreneurship behind. Right in the beginning, I think Dr. Vishwanathan said, entrepreneurship should be there in what you do and what you plan to do. Tomorrow, if you can set up your own company, if you can run the company with friends, and fellow colleagues, people who've worked with you, people who you think can bring value to the company, I think this is the time to do it. India is on the cusp of, of really proving itself to the world that we are not just the pharmacists of the world, we are actually the technologists, the innovators of the world. Innovation should be in our blood. And that is exactly what I keep telling to each one of my students. Do not forget that our country is the best. We don't need to go anywhere outside. I have never been, and here I will say this, I've never been sort of fortunate to go to China or, or any of these countries. People say that, they've gone to China, seen a lot of things. I have not done that. I want to do everything for India. I do not want to do anything for any country outside India. And this is exactly what should be there in your heads. Create a large company, employ a lot of people, become like, what Mr. Kamath is today. If you can do even half of that, I think this country will not need anything more. So with the education that you've got, I think you've got a beautiful future in front of you. As long as you stretch yourselves, as long as you make time for yourselves. I have worked only 5 days a week. And Swati I think knows this. Any Saturday or Sunday she used to message me. I will not even sort of come to the office, not even go to the lab. Even today, I do not go to lab on the 6th and the 7th day. I spend time with my family. I've always done that. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your parents. This will not come back. If you can do everything you have to do in 5 days, if I have been able to do so much in 5 days, and I see so much because even I know, getting a Vigyan Shri under 50 years is something which is very, very, very difficult for this country. And I'm sure this is possible for each one of you. If you can work for those 5 days and spend time on yourself for those 2 days, you will do very, very well in your career. So once again, congratulations to all of you. I'm sure you'll do very well. I don't want to take too much time. Let me take this opportunity to declare this convocation open.
Thank you, sir, for delivering such an inspiring convocation address. Your views and insights pertaining to finding your strengths, differentiating ourselves from others, as well as having an entrepreneurial mindset will serve as motivation for our graduating class today. Thank you, sir.
We now come to the moment our graduating students and their proud families have eagerly waited for. As the graduating students stand on the threshold of the corporate world, their alma mater wishes to recognize their academic performances on the campus. This is an acknowledgement and recognition to their endeavors and encouragement to excel always as they move from academia into the corporate world.
May we request our chief guest, Dr. Rohit Srivastava sir, Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan sir, and Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am to come forward and confer the certificates for academic excellence to those students who have shown exemplary academic performance in the batch of 2023-25. In PGDM Pharmaceutical Management, the gold medal goes to Ms. Kajal Thakur. We also request the proud parents to join us on the stage. Thank you. The silver medal goes to Miss Tejal Thorat. We request her parents to join us on the dais as well. Thank you, parents. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
May we now request Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am, Mr. Kamath sir, and Mr. Wazirani sir to present the award for academic excellence in PGDM Biotechnology. The gold medal goes to Dr. Pooja Verma. We are pleased to invite the parents to join Dr. Pooja. The silver medal goes to Mr. Mayur Mahajan. We request the parents to come forward and receive the award with Mayur. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Moving on, PGDM Pharmaceutical Management and PGDM Biotechnology students of batch 2023 and 5 will now receive the diplomas. Now, we request our co-host Suchitra Ellen Govan and Gracie Singh to take over the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. PGDM Pharmaceutical Management and PGDM Biotechnology students of batch 2023-25 will now receive their diplomas. Graduates are requested to get on the dais from their right and off the dais from their left. May we now request our chief guest, Dr. Rohit Srivastav sir, and our director, Dr. Deepa Dikshit ma'am, to come forward and hand over the diplomas to the graduating students of PGDM Pharmaceutical Management batch 2023-25. Starting with this, we have Keshav Bajaj, Neha Chheda, Purva Chaurasya, Neha Chheda, Purva Chaurasya, Shivani Darade, Priyanshi Dave, Gaurav Det, Mayuresh Patil,
We request the audience to please cheer them up.
Sahil Hegde Patil, Vinay Jadhav, Rutuja Savarkar, Durga Joshi,
Can we have a big round of applause?
Amay Kakade, Avnish Khandekar, Rakshita Lunawat, Siddhi Mahadik, Ashwini Mahajan, guys, please give a round of applause. Sushant Mahajan, Tushar Nirdunge, Abhishek Pandey, Digvijay Pathak, Aniket Pawar, Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. May we now request our guest of honor, Mr. Vivek V. Kamath, sir, and Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan, sir, to come forward and hand over the diplomas to the remaining PGDM Pharmaceutical Management students.
Devata Rahul. Sakshi Reddy. Sakshi. Ajay Sawant. Dipali Shedge. Rahul Singh. Samarth Singh. Audience, please give a big round of applause for them. Pratik Sonavde.
Everyone, please settle down.
Rahul Suryavanshi. Gautam Telang. Vishakha Tiwari. Vedika Rajesh Sarode.
Hello. There is a request. Please, everyone, please be seated.
Shubham Verma. Please give them a big round of applause. Prathamesh Yevle. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And now, the moment our PGDM biotechnology students have been eagerly waiting for. It's time to proudly present and hand over the diplomas to our graduating batch. May we request our chief guest, Dr. Rohit Srivastava, sir, and our director, Dr. Deepa Dikshit, ma'am, and Dr. Nitin Vazirani, sir, to come forward and hand over the diplomas to our graduating students of PGDM Biotechnology Batch 2023-25.
May I request all the other students to please be seated.
Please be seated.
Biotechnology students. Everybody else, can we please be seated and enjoy the convocation process for the remaining, and I call upon all of you to encourage them. They are your own batchmates. Can we have a round of applause for all of them?
Adarsh Makode. Akash Rajkumar Shahu. Pranita Monkar. Tejaswini Nimje. Anita Pillai. Shruti Rajan. Sachin Sharma. Krutika Kudu. Pranjal Prabodh Shirke. Unmesh Vaiti. Keith Naik Satam. Please give them a big round of applause, audience. Adesh Deshmukh. R. Sanjay Gujjar. Rohan Murudkar. Sakshi Mokad. Pragya Singh. Now I announce the additional name of pharmaceutical management. Nizam Chaudhary. Omkar De- Shraddha Ghumre. Ankit Jadhav. Ahraz Khan. Mohammed Ansari. Sushmita Kombatulla. Sejal Mali. Anand Mishra. Satyam Mishra. Gaurav Naik. Azim Syed. Shah. Himanshu Yadav. Now I'll announce the additional biotechnology management names. Tulika Chaube. Shruti Suryagan. Meenal Thakre. Lalita Chaudhary.
Audience, please give a round of applause.
Kashmita Dhiwar. Ashna Moin Siddiqui. Rohan Raut. Mangesh Patil.
Next up, we have Nikita Khaire.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. SIES-SBS is built on ethical business practices that uphold integrity and societal good. Our mission is to deliver quality, holistic education that nurtures socially responsible leaders. We believe enduring success comes from ethical conduct, and every commitment that we make is honored with sincerity. We also help our students understand the vital link between business and society. Today, we invite our students to affirm this commitment between business and society. Dr. Nitin Vazirani sir, Dean Academics and HR, will administer the oath to our graduated students today. We now request sir to kindly come forward.
May I request the graduating students to please stand up? The graduating students. The graduating students will repeat the oath after me. I, as a student of the PGDM Pharma and Biotechnology Program 2023 batch of SIES School of Business Studies, pledge, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of the society at large. I will uphold the values and ethics inculcated in me by the South Indian Education Society in all my professional endeavors. I will act with honesty and integrity, both in personal as well as professional capacity. Taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions and dignity of all. I will be a loyal ambassador for my institute and and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. Lastly, I will strive to become a globally responsible citizen with Indian values and ethos. Congratulations.
Tha- Please be seated. Thank you, Dr. Wazirani, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for all the graduated students and wish them all the best for their future endeavors.
We now request Dr. Swati Chekkar ma'am, Chairperson PGDM Biotechnology, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Gracie and Suchitra. A very good afternoon to everyone here. It is both an honor and privilege for me to stand here before you to propose the vote of thanks as we come to close for this momentous convocation ceremony. We would like to express our sincere thanks to Dr. S.V. Vishwanathan Sir, Honorable Treasurer and Managing Council Member, South Indian Education Society, for sharing his valuable time and insightful words with our graduating students. Thank you, sir. Extending special thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Rohit Srivastava, my mentor, my guru, for gracing us with his presence today. Your inspiring words have truly motivated us all, and we are deeply grateful for the time and wisdom you have shared with us. Thank you so much, sir. We extend our sincere thanks to our privileged guest of honor, Mr. Vivek Kamath, for sharing his insights with us and have motivated our graduates as well as our audience present here today. Thank you so much, sir. A heartfelt thanks to our director, Dr. Deepa Dikshit, for her unwavering support and leadership. A big thank you, ma'am. A big thank you to our Dean Academics, Dr. Nitin Wazirani, for his constant encouragement and motivation. Thank you so much, sir. We would like to extend our sincere thanks to our prestigious corporate guests, Shri Upendra Ji from Medley, Shri N. Srinivasan Sir from Forts India, Chennai, and Aquatherm Engineering Consultants, Chennai, for joining us to make this occasion extraordinary. Thank you for conferring the special awards. Your presence here not only added grace to this event, but also reinforced the importance of acknowledging and celebrating academic excellence. A special thanks to our distinguished faculty whose dedication and commitment have shaped the students into young professionals today. Thank you all, proud parents. Your unwavering support, love, and sacrifices have played an instrumental role in their success. We would also like to express our sincere thanks to the administration, office staff, housekeeping staff, and everyone who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that this convocation ceremony was smooth. My dear graduates, congratulations. Today is a testament to your resilience, dedication, and hard work. As you begin with new journey, we wish you all a very best and may you continue to grow and succeed. Finally, we thank all the volunteers, student council members from the first year for their exceptional and selfless efforts for making this convocation a huge success. Thank you once again, and we look forward to continuing this tradition of excellence and celebrating many more successes in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we request the ushers to escort the dignitaries to join the audience. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Request everyone to please be seated. As you step forward today, you carry more than a degree. You carry friendships, lessons, memories, and the hopes of all who believed in you. You arrived here searching for who you could become, and you leave ready to create a life of your own. Wherever your journey takes you, remember, this place will always be your home. Move forward with courage, shine with all you have learned, and make your tomorrow extraordinary. Today is not a goodbye, but a beautiful beginning. Congratulations to the entire graduated batch. Now we request the graduated students to be seated along with the dignitaries for a group photograph.
can we now have the farmer students make some way and get the students who are sitting here to move here quickly? Those of you who are sitting, can you please move out? Biotech, can you please come in?
इनका पहले हेड करा दीजिए ना एंकर रुको 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 दे विल टेल यू नाउ फार्मा मैडम फार्मा बचे नाउ फार्मा कैन कम
Guys,
हो गया
just a
सभी हो गए
minute.
ये मिक्स था मैडम
Please be seated. 2
mix था।
minutes.
नहीं हो गया फार्मा
Let the
का भी।
remaining students also join.
कुछ बच्चे रह गए मैडम
2 minutes. Please be seated.
हाँ
Escort the dignitaries to the Kalpavriksha.
तुम लोग एक बार सब आ जाओ एक बार सब पूरा बायोटेक फार्मा मिलके कर लो आ जाओ राजेश सर बच्चों को एक कर लेने दो वापस पहनो मत सिर्फ उसको उड़ा देना सब लोग बैठ जाओ फार्मा बेटा आप लोग आ जाओ बैठ जाओ ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स फार्मा बायोटेक प्लीज कम सिट डाउन आ जाओ आप लोग भी इधर आ जाओ इधर आ जाओ
There is a
आप लोग आ
seat
जाओ
at the
राजेश
last.
सर वाणी मैडम लेट द स्टूडेंट डू द इनका ये हो जान दो आ जाओ बेटा लास्ट 2 आप भी आ जाओ हेलो
Sujal, there's
Hello,
a
hello,
seat
इधर,
at the
इधर।
last.
बेटा आप दोनों यहाँ हो ना खाली है जगह सब आ गए पूरे स्टूडेंट फार्मा बायोटेक फुल बैच ओके सचिन लेना वीडियो ले रहा है सचिन देख आगे सब आगे एक फोटो लेना है फोटो ले ले फिर वीडियो लेंगे सब अरेंज है जैसा तू सबके सब फिट है एकदम लास्ट बेंच पे खड़ा रहेगा सेकंड लास्ट बैठे रहो सेकंड लास्ट
Volunteers block मत करो
फोटो
पीछे
आ
का
जाएगी
area.
रेडी सचिन? पहले एक फोटो ले ले. नहीं, स्टूडेंट्स को रहने. पहले फोटो ले लें दो, then we'll tell you when to.
Second row,
Pull the
please be
head.
seated.
Okay, ready? Smile, everybody smile. See to the photographer. And smile. Say cheese. रुको. ओके, अभी वीडियो कौन ले रहा है? आप ले रहे हो? ओके, 3, 2, 1, गो. उसने फेंका, वापस हाथ में आ गया. Congratulations to each one of you. कहाँ जाना है लंच के लिए?
Please, 5 minutes, just a
5
5
मिनट,
minutes.
5 मिनट रुक जाओ. 5
There is a short surprise for you guys.
एक
Please be
सरप्राइज भी है,
seated.
सरप्राइज भी है. रुक जाओ. तुम अनाउंस करते रहो बेटा. एवरीबॉडी
please be seated.
प्लीज बी सीटेड. शॉर्ट सप्लाई से